Hello and welcome back to your 18 WJTS In.form. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and we've got a longtime friend coming back to visit today for the station, at least. I had the pleasure of meeting him yet today. So before I spoil the surprise, Zach, introduce yourself and why you're here today.
Hi, my name is Zach Reuber, and I am here to talk about a professional wrestling show that I'm holding to benefit the Dubois County Humane Society. Pawcade, Zero1 USA presents Pawcade, which will be held at the Cabby O'Neill Gym, June 29th, here in Jasper, Indiana, and all proceeds will go to benefit the Dubois County Humane Society.
Wonderful. It's not only a very unique spin on fundraising, but it's you're going to reach a demographic that a lot of people maybe don't see in our particular area. But something that we talked about before we started rolling that was so fascinating is the idea that you started interviewing the Humane Society with us many years ago now, and you've kind of taken that and really done a lot of work to benefit them. And this is one of these things where you're blending something that you're really dedicated to into fundraising for these animals and all of the fantastic things that the Humane Society does.
Right. Yeah. I wouldn't say working with the Dubois County Humane Society, but I've been supporting the Dubois County Humane Society for many years now. My oldest dog, Twitch, 10 years old, got him from the Dubois County Humane Society. After that, me and my friends would volunteer at the Dubois County Humane Society. Then I came here doing the interview, showcasing the Dubois County Humane Society. And now, finally, this, Pawcade, June 29th, Jasper, Indiana, at the Cabby O'Neill Gym.
It's like you've done this before, perhaps. Yeah. But no, it's amazing to see how everlasting that connection is, and you've been able to reinforce that over the years. So, you were also mentioning before then that it might be one of those busy weekends here in town, but that's all the more reason to visit various events going on in other parts of town or even in the county, and then come visit Pawcade in the evening, which is when the show is, right?
Absolutely, yes. So the doors open at 6 p.m. Show will start at 7 p.m. The tickets are $10 for general admission. If you want front row, if you want to get right up on the action, tickets are $15. And we're just wanting to have, if you're going to make a day out of it, the last weekend in June, no matter where you may be, is a place for you to come and see what I like to call superheroes live and in person. So this is something for the entire family to show out to. Whether you are 8 years old or you're 80 years old, this is something that you can come and have a fun night seeing. You are going to see people of all different shapes, sizes, and looks, and you're going to see them do things that in my opinion, if you've never seen professional wrestling live and in person, things that you have never seen before, and it will do nothing but wow you watching what these people do. The skill, the athleticism, the level of performance that goes into professional wrestling is something that just has fascinated me since I was a little kid, and it's something that has made me so passionate about it to this day. And with me wanting to, help out the community, specifically the Dubois County Humane Society, I think this is a great way for people to see something that Dubois County doesn't see a whole lot, as well as, have a good time and support a good cause.
So you mentioned in there that this is for all ages per se. It may not be suitable for infants per se, but if the kids are excited, bring them along, right?
I have seen plenty of kids that aren't even in preschool at professional wrestling shows yelling their heads off. Like I said, these are superheroes live and in person doing fantastic feats of athleticism. So whether your kid is 2 years old or 5, and 5 and under are free to come in.
Okay.
So you can bring your kids in, and if you have an infant, Cabby O'Neill, it's a decently sized gym. If you want to stay a little bit away from the action, feel free to stay a little bit away from the action. But that's no less of a reason for you to show out and have a good time. Like I said, I've been watching wrestling since I was 4 years old. This is something that you can bring your kid and just wow them with if you've never seen them before. If you're watching wrestling on TV every single week, but making it out all the way to Evansville or Indianapolis or Louisville just isn't in the cards for you. This is something that not only, like I said, helping a beautiful cause with the Dubois County Humane Society, but also something that, is right there at in my opinion, a reasonable price, $10 admission. Kids 5 and under are free. If you're wanting front row, $15. And you can see all of that action and see things that, like I said, you've never seen before.
I will say firsthand, I would watch the shows on TV, and I'm like, I don't like, this is just ridiculous. Why do anyone watch this? I was invited to an in-person live event my first year of college, and the atmosphere is what really gets you.
Exactly. And that's another thing. Seeing that in person and feeling the buzz of a crowd that are there for it, it is something that it's indescribable to the way that I see it. It's indescribable to see, whether it's on a bigger scale or a smaller scale, feeling that energy and feeling those people just get really, really excited about something that's right in front of them. You can't help but get excited along with it, even if it's not exactly your thing. It's feeling that energy brings that energy out of you.
Yes. So more specifically going into the Pawcade event, this is hosted with Zero1. So can you tell us a bit about that, or like where these wrestlers are coming from? I mean, you're bringing a elite athletic group into Jasper, so a little more context on who we're going to be seeing.
Sure. So Zero1 USA has been running out of Mattoon, Illinois since around 2006, and there have been plenty of professional wrestlers. If people are fans of professional wrestling, many who are on TV today have come through Zero1 USA. Seth Rollins with WWE, formerly known as Tyler Black. You have had Jonathan Gresham, who is on Impact Wrestling or TNA Wrestling. You've had a lot of people come through this area with Zero1. They're not just some couple guys with the ring. Like, they know what they're doing. And the people that you'd be seeing at this event are people that, they're not schlubs. These are athletes. For example, we have Latinos Most Wanted versus Manny Cortez and Alpha Danger. These are 4 Latinos from the Chicago area that are, when I say superheroes, these are people that are going to be wowing everybody. This is going to be fast-paced action. Something that I would consider chaos is the 6-way scramble for the vacant Bittersweet Pro Championship. Tommy Davis, Anakin Murphy, Victor Analog, the Luminary, Kenny Calix, and a mystery opponent that will be decided in a battle royal earlier on in the night. We have Mad Dog Conley, the Zero1 USA heavyweight champion, will be in a hardcore match against his student, B.A. Malkin. B.A. Malkin is a menace to society. He's a bad dude, but Mad Dog Conley is a badder dude. I was talking to Ty earlier on TV. Mad Dog gave me a good old chop over this past weekend. That was Saturday. It is Wednesday at this time of recording. I am still bruised. He's a bad dude. He's being booked to fly out to Germany later this fall. These are really, really great guys. As well as women. You're going to have Ashlyn Alexander defending her Destination 6 Pro Women's Championship against Nixie XS, the Versace of violence. This is going to be a fun thing for everybody. There's 7 matches on this card, starting at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time at the Cabby O'Neill Gym in Jasper, Indiana. And it's going to be a fun thing for anyone, no matter what flavor of ice cream you like.
Yes, and at the same time, this is real, I don't want to say stunts, because this is real, actual physical things that the performers, the wrestlers,
the athletes
are doing. I mean, it's hard wooden floor with maybe some padding on the top. There's actual cords and chains in the cage, so it's not faux.
No, absolutely not. As someone who tried being a pro wrestler in his youth and had to stop a little bit early because it taking bumps in that ring, it ain't fun. You get that adrenaline out of it, but you feel that on your back the next day. You feel it on the chest the next day. This is, like I said, this is for, don't try this at home.
Yes.
That's all I gotta say. Don't try this at home. Leave this to the professionals.
They wouldn't make the disclaimer if it wasn't that important. So this June 29th event, the Pawcade, remind us of the times and how can we get tickets maybe in advance, or are they at the door?
There are tickets at the door. If you're wanting to buy tickets in advance, if you're wanting to make sure you secure your ticket, your front row ticket, you can go to Zero1USA.com/tickets. You can go to Zero1USA.com/Pawcade, whichever is easiest for you to remember. Front row tickets are $15. General admission is $10. Like I said, if you got little kids 5 and under, they can get in for free. So it will be a great way to, that's where you get your stuff. But if you have a group of people and you're not sure exactly who you want to bring, or if you want to, or if you're just waiting to see what your crew is like, or if you're just scrolling through and you're thinking, hey, I want to go to that, you can come right to the door and we can get you seated.
Tickets until you sell out, I imagine.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
And I mean, Cabot Nils, yes, it's spacious, but it's also a big place. So fill in the place entirely.
I would love to be able to fill in the place. Like I said, all those proceeds go to the Dubois County Humane Society. This will be, there have been 5 Pawcades in Indiana that were held previous to this one, that were not held by me. They were held by a man named Chad French, and he's been able to raise over $1,000 each Pawcade for his local humane society. So I'm hoping to be able to match that in some way for the Dubois County Humane Society.
That's a fantastic goal, and I mean, every little bit counts and helps for the amazing work they do at the Humane Society.
Absolutely.
So getting a little violent, getting a little excited in the name of the stray cats and dogs in the area, I think that's more than justified.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, Zach, we appreciate you coming back and
thank you.
Being victorious amongst the DC broadcasting crew today. So remind us one more time with all your wonderful sales pitch, one more time about the Pawcade coming up in June.
Pawcade, live pro wrestling. Zero1 USA presents Pawcade, June 29th, Jasper, Indiana at the Cabot O'Neill Gym. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. Tickets start at $10. Kids 5 and under are free. And come out and see superheroes live and in action right there in front of you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time and best of luck. We hope it's a full house on June 29th. June 29th.
June 29th.
You said it
Jasper,
enough.
Indiana.
Fantastic. Thank you so much again for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much at home for watching. This has been your 18 WJTS In.form. Make sure you get those tickets to the Pawcade on June 29th. And we are local people watching local people.